One Take Wine. Back again. Couple little twofer for you today. A couple of wines that were released not so long ago. I don't think so anyway, but one of them kind of slipped right past me. I didn't even notice it was released. I may not have gone out of my way to get it anyway, but I happened to be in the store the other day, and I was looking, and there was this lone orphan, so I picked it up. Very purple color. This is like a bright purple color. Super young, almost like a young Cote Rôtie without the wood, the heavy wood, and also without the astringency, a little bit of the oomph. But the fruit-wise, so kind of a blackberry-ish almost fruit. And despite its deep color, it's more of a ripeness than a richness. It's very sweet. That fruit is really nice. It's an interesting blackberry fruit. It's early drinking wine, obviously. It could age, but it doesn't have a really solid backbone. I'm not too sure that it would go anywhere, but the flavors might change in a kind of an interesting way. So it's Trapet a Minima, which is a Passetoutgrains, I think, right? Yeah, Bourgogne Passetoutgrains. So that means, I think technically Passetoutgrains can use a blend of quite a few different grape varieties, but in general they tend to be Pinot Noir and Gamay these days. And I think this is a Pinot Noir and Gamay blend. I don't know what the blend is. What year is this? 2018? 2020. So it's super young as well. I like the label. It's kind of nice. It is Minima, so why not? Great label. And Trapet is a good winemaker, they often make very, very good Chambertins. I used to buy the Chambertin quite often. I enjoyed it a lot. And this is just a easy drinking. This is a lunch wine. Absolutely a beautiful lunch wine. The fruit is so gorgeous and ripe and round and made for food, in the way that a Cote Rôtie is made for food. But with the added touch, the added elegance, the added cleanliness that comes from a Burgundy producer who knows what they're doing. That's my take on this anyway. It doesn't cost very much money, so definitely, worth looking out for, in my opinion. As a house wine kind of thing, as a lunch wine kind of thing, as a barbecue wine kind of thing, absolutely. Second wine is actually a little bit of bubbles because it is a sunny day and I feel a little bubbly inside. What a great nose. It's a bit almost banana-ish. But I suppose it's more stone fruit, yellow stone fruit, peachy, peach pear, maybe melon, like a cantaloupe or the green one there. Yeah. It's a surprisingly fine mousse. I didn't expect it to be this fine, actually. I thought it would be a little bit more rustic, just based on price. There's no there's no serious mid palate to this. But at the same time, it's I don't think it necessarily has. It doesn't have to be. I don't think it's claiming to be. It's not a Grand Vin of any kind. Nice mineral finish. Admirable mineral finish. Minerable. There you go. Word of the day. Although not a particularly clean. It's not the bubbling brook with the little stones at the bottom type of mineral. It's a bit more of a. It's a little heavier and a little more. Maybe a little denser and not as refined on the finish. In that sense, in the mineral sense. I like it though because I like the freshness of the fruit on ingoing, and I like the very champagne type of finish that it has in that mineral sense. It's very champagne, so good value. What do we got? Hervé Dubois 2017. I know nothing about Champagne 2017. I just realized now. I probably pressed play on this a little too early. I should have looked it up a bit. It's a Blanc de Blanc. Blanc de Blanc Grand Cru even. And yeah, I think the Blanc de Blanc comes through. Definitely. I like it. I think it's a worthy glass of champagne that has lots of good things going for it. There's a note of spearmint to this too. That sweet mint, sweet Moroccan mint tea type of spearmint. I wish I'd like a more compelling mid palate. I'd like a middle section, or even longer than middle section. I mean, the very early entry is great, and then it's sort of diffuse a little bit. Doesn't really know what to do with itself. It's not a bad wine in any way. It's just maybe it lacks purpose, clarity, distinction. And then the finish is a bit of that muddied mineral. Not as minerable as I would like it to be. Okay, those are the two for today. Probably not very helpful, but always interesting to get them down. And thanks for watching. See you next time.